Hey, Mia, today is the day you're going to come and do our housework, isn't it? What do you mean you can't just because you have to work overtime? Since you married Oliver, your duty is to take care of your mother-in-law. And I'm saying it's your job to do our housework every day. I'm sorry, Amelia. I'm afraid I'm going to have to work overtime for a few more days. I'm sure things will get easier after that. Huh? You're still saying that? I don't think you're capable of taking care of Oliver either. Are you even doing housework at your place? Well, half of the time Oliver helps me. He's better at housework than I am, probably because he lived alone for a long time. That's not the point. A wife is supposed to take care of the house. No matter how good Oliver is at housework, it's a big mistake to ask him to do it. If this is what it's come to, I should never have let you marry him. I feel so sorry for him. And you're neglecting your mother-in-law. That's not true. After the overtime period is over, I'll definitely go do some housework, so please wait just a little longer. Well, you're not going to be any use to me when you get here anyway. Please don't say that, Amelia. By the way, you are free 2 weeks later, right? Oh, about me giving you a ride? Yes, I've got it in my schedule. I'm also taking a paid holiday, so I'm fine. I have to keep reminding you since you're not a reliable person at all. I'm sorry, but I'll be there that day. Instead of apologizing, you should rethink your life. I told you to quit your job when you got married. There is no way someone as clumsy as you can manage both work and housework. This is the kind of sloppy thing that happens when you don't listen to your mother-in-law. Yes, I will try my best to be the kind of wife you want me to. Mia, what's going on? I heard from Oliver that you went back to your parents' house. You're supposed to give me a ride, remember? Don't tell me you've forgotten about it. Good morning, Amelia. This is no time for greetings. Have you forgotten your promise to me? As you probably heard from Oliver, my mother is in a critical condition. The situation is very unpredictable. I'm sorry, but could you please use a cab for the ride? It was so sudden, so I'll pay for the cab fee. But I would like to stay with my mother for the time being. What are you talking about? What? Who told you that you could break the promise with me and go home? Since you came to marry into my family, what I say is absolute. But what are you doing? I don't care about your mother. But my mother is in a critical condition, and I don't know whether she can make it or not. So? Huh? That's none of my business. What does your mother's critical condition have to do with you breaking your promise with me? Don't make me say it over and over again. You are my daughter-in-law. Come home now. But I guess you didn't come back after all. Mia, what are you doing? How dare you disobey me? Amelia, my mother passed away a few minutes ago. What? I'm sorry to hear that. Then you don't have to keep her company anymore, do you? What? Your mother already went to heaven, didn't she? So come back. You'll be back in time to give me a ride. Are you serious? Of course. How heartless. Tomorrow is the wake, and the day after tomorrow is the funeral, so I can't. Of course you can. I don't care about your mother's funeral. Golfing with my daughter is my top priority. That's terrible. Since Sarah is there, why don't you ask her to pick you up? I'm sure she will take care of it. What? You want my daughter to drive that far? Are you kidding me? If you come back now, you'll make it in plenty of time, so come back now. I have my mother's funeral. The funeral will go on without you. You have relatives there, don't you? What kind of a person are you? You're going to play golf without attending my mother's funeral? Of course I am. I've been looking forward to it for a month. My daughter Sarah must be looking forward to it too. I have a lot of things to discuss with the hospital, so I will leave now. Wait a minute. We're not done talking yet. Hey Mia, I'm on my way. Are you okay? Hi Oliver. I'm feeling tense right now, but I'm okay. My relatives came early and they're all helping me. Right, well, give my regards to everyone. I'll hurry. Anyway, about Amelia. What's wrong? Did she do something? It's just that I've been asked to pick her up on the day of the funeral. Pick her up? Yeah, she was going golfing with Sarah. Huh? She asked you to take her to and from golf? What is she thinking? She must be out of her mind. So she told me to come back. She said the funeral can go on without me. That's insane. I'm disappointed in my own mother. Why does she have to be so heartless? Maybe she misses you? Huh? I think she feels like I stole you from her. When we got married, she said, "You're taking away my son from me." That's what she said to you? Why didn't you tell me? Because I think I understand how she feels. But this is a different story. How can she ask you to cancel your mother's funeral? How can she do such a thing? I can't believe that she can be so heartless. I have to think about my relationship with her. After the funeral is over, the harassment will surely continue. You don't have to listen to anything my mother says, okay? Yeah. Of course, I'm going to attend my mother's funeral, but I'm worried about her. I'll take care of my mom. In the meantime, I'll try to contact my sister. You don't have to worry about anything. Just think about your mother. Thank you. Mia, what do you think you're doing? I told you to come back immediately. I have a limit, so you better come back now. If you're going to leave me alone any longer, I've got some ideas of my own. I'll have to consider you divorcing Oliver. Tomorrow is my long-awaited golf day. You should come back no matter what. You got that? It's going to be one hell of a golf day. What? How dare you finally reply to me like that? You better watch your mouth. Hey, Mia, you finally didn't come back. Does this mean you're divorcing Oliver? How can you put your mother's funeral before your mother-in-law? That's unforgivable. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't understand what you're saying. Huh? Oliver has always been there for my mother. He's a really kind person. He said you're ruthless. What on earth are you talking about? I told him the truth, that you said you didn't care about my mother's funeral, and I was told to give you a ride so you can go golfing that day. Why did you say such unnecessary things? Doesn't that make me the bad guy? In the first place, my mother passed away. Not showing up and going out to play golf on the day of the funeral itself is unbelievable, isn't it? Shouldn't there be at least a message or something? What are you talking about? There is no way I would do that for a mother of useless daughter-in-law. Frankly, I don't care about you or your mother. I'm happy as long as Oliver is around and I can go golfing with Sarah from time to time. My happiness doesn't need you. I see. I'm so sorry you feel that way. Hey, Mother? Huh? Oliver, is it you? I've been watching all the text right now. What? How dare you do such a terrible thing to Mia?
It's the first time I've learned that my mother has been bullying her. What are you thinking?
Did she say that? She said such a thing?
She has been doing exactly what you told her to do without saying a word until now. You're my mother, and she didn't want to make the relationship worse. You took advantage of her kindness. I won't forgive you.
Oh, no. All I wanted was for Mia to be aware of herself as a wife. I was just educating her.
Is it education to not allow Mia to return home when her mother is in critical condition? Is it education to not allow her to see her mother's final days? Is it also education to not allow her to attend the funeral?
Well,
what kind of education is that? That's the worst kind of education. I'm really disappointed in you. It's unbelievable that you were going to play golf on the day of her mother's funeral.
I promised Sarah a long time ago.
Sarah said she was forced to play golf with you.
Huh?
She said she turned you down once because she didn't feel comfortable going golfing with Mia as your private driver. But you were too insistent, so she said yes, with the intention of switching driving duties with Mia.
Did you talk to Sarah?
She's here right now.
What? Why is she there? She was supposed to go golfing with me. Why?
You're really crazy. She rushed here when she heard Mia's mother passed away. Mia's always been so kind to Sarah. She said she can't just ignore the fact that her sister-in-law's mother passed away. She says it's crazy of you to try to go golfing on a day like this.
Huh? Sarah said that? Why would she take Mia's side? She's my daughter.
It's not a matter of who's taking whose side, is it? A person passed away. Sarah's normal. You can't just go golfing with someone who's grieving the loss of someone close to them, can you?
Oh, no. I was looking forward to it.
You can go golfing anytime you want. Why do you have to take Mia to be your driver on the day of her mother's funeral? You're crazy.
You have no right to take away my fun.
Then you go alone.
Huh?
You were looking forward to it. Then go by yourself.
You want me to go alone? You want me to go by myself without a ride home?
If you have the energy to bully her that much, you should be fine. Go call a cab and go by yourself. Sarah and I will attend the funeral.
Oh, no. Why are you taking away my fun?
I don't care. Suit yourself.
Mia, what's all this about? Because of you, something terrible happened. What is it? Don't play dumb. I've been broken off the relationship with Oliver and Sarah. They think I'm a cold, heartless mother, so they're leaving me. I agree. And I'm going to break off the relationship with you too. Huh? Isn't it natural? You told me you don't care about my mother's funeral. Do you think I can forgive you? I probably won't be able to forgive you for the rest of my life. My precious mother's life was disrespected, and on top of that, you disrespected her funeral. Please stop harassing me or my family. Mia? Until now, I have tried my best to be your daughter-in-law. Of course, I'm sure there were things I did not do well, but I wanted to get along with you. But it never worked out, or you never intended to accept me at all. Since my husband has left you, I will not associate with you as a daughter-in-law anymore. Do you really think you can be that cocky in your position as a daughter-in-law? I am no longer your daughter-in-law because I have nothing to do with you anymore. Besides, I've had enough of your harassment. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait a minute, Mia! Hi, Mia. It's been a while. It's been 2 months since your mother passed away. Are you okay now? Are you back to work already? I wanted to apologize to you. Please, could you write back to me? What is it? I don't think we should be talking anymore. You and I are strangers. Don't be so cold. I'm sincerely sorry for my behavior. Huh? was just saying selfish things without considering your feelings.
I think it's too late for you to realize that.
I've always felt like you stole Oliver from me, and I've been lonely. I was jealous. That's why I've been so cold to you. I'm really sorry.
So?
I'm living a lonelier life now that my son, my daughter, and you have broken off the relationship with me.
I'm sure you are, but it has nothing to do with me.
Could you please forgive me without saying that? From now on, I will take care of you. So I need you to convince my son and daughter to come back.
Don't be silly. How selfish can you be? You tried to sever my relationship with my mother forever. If I had listened to you, I could never have said goodbye to my mother. And how could you say such a thing?
I'm really sorry. I sincerely regret my thoughtless behavior.
Just because you're a family, there are things you can do and things you can't do. People like you who can't even judge such things, I don't think Oliver or Sarah would forgive a person like you. As long as those two have no intention of getting back to you, I have no intention of getting back to you either.
Oh no.
I know you are sad, but you can't do anything about it because it was all your fault. Please think that you have been punished for your behavior and do your best to live your life alone.
Mia, please don't say that. My son and daughter are refusing to even listen to me. You are the only one I can ask. You must convince my son and daughter. Please.
I refuse. After my mother's funeral, I told you I would never forgive you. Have you forgotten? If you want to convince them, you can do it yourself.
Mia, don't say that. I'm so lonely.
You can't ask me. I'm a stranger. I have nothing to do with you. I will block your contact information just like Oliver and Sarah did. Please don't think of relying on me in the future.
Don't do such a terrible thing, please.
Please think carefully about who is the one who did the terrible thing. Now I'll leave you alone.
Wait for me, please. I don't want to be lonely anymore. Please help me.
After that, Amelia was left all alone and was forced to live a difficult life both mentally and financially. No wonder, because she used to ask me for some money when her pension ran out. Mentally and financially, she would have liked to ask for help from Oliver and Sarah, but it seems that the two of them will not listen to her. According to her relatives, she has turned completely depressed and she has aged very quickly. I feel sorry for her, but I am not ready to forgive her yet either. Oliver and I are getting along just as well as ever. Now that the wife-snatching is gone, I too am enjoying a stress-free and happy life. I also see Sarah on a regular basis and have dinner and tea together. We enjoy chatting. I wonder if one day Amelia will be included in this family.